Hi, welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. Come on.
Welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. We just, sorry, we've just done this video once already, but just one small element of reality was left out, and that is called the start button. So now we'll have to try to remember all of the gems of wisdom which we gave and repeat them if possible. So what are we looking at?
Yeah, so it's our advice section. And as I said, if you have a problem, family problem, heart problem, financial problem, financial,
We got a mosquito problem right now, okay?
send to us and we'll advise. Yeah, so here we got a sender from Australia. So hi TNB. As I said, it's our personal opinion with our little mind. Hi TNB, I am your followers on your channel and I'm very fan of Beth every time she speaks. I laugh. No, this is not the one. No, sorry. We got 3 sender now.
We're working so efficiently tonight, aren't we? Yes, darling. First we didn't switch the damn camera on, and now we're talking about the wrong person.
No, so here this one. Hi TNB. I am Frank from Australian who wants to relax and enjoy life in the Philippines. I have a girlfriend, 32 years old with with 3 children. I have been chatting Grace for 5 months now and sending food allowance and school fees for her kids. But lately, I realized that based on the picture that she's sending me, seems she got always new clothes, jewelries, and it bothered me where she get the money. Since the money I sent to her is only 1,000 Australian dollar a month and she's only working in a government helper in Barangay Health Center.
Now I told you, didn't I, that it was $1,000.
$100.
You just said $1,000.
I sent her is only $100. Corrected.
Yeah, but okay. So
$100.
we're sure now. She said $1,000.
100
Which
only.
if she was being sent $1,000 a month, she could afford to buy new clothes and a little jewelry here and there. Be it it might be just costume jewelry, and she can afford to look great. And
Yeah, correction.
if she feels good about him, she would want to look great. What we've talked about the last time that we did this with the off switch. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna finish first.
You're gonna finish.
Yeah, so 100 Australian dollar a month and she's only working in a government helper in Barangay Health Center.
So she has a job.
Yeah, but which I think it's around 500 a month. A month, I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I know, 1,000 a month. I don't know. Please advise me what to do. Please advise me. Do you think she's real? To be honest, we are chatting on Skype, Facebook chat, and saw her in real, and we're very seductive. Every time I saw her, I'm getting horny. But even she's attractive, I want someone that I can keep for forever. What should I do? Do you think she's chatting with another guys or we are many in her life? Your advice is important on my decision. At the same time, your subscriber comment. Thanks, Poor from Australian.
I thought it was Frank from Australia.
Yeah, but her code name is Poor. Poor Frank from Australian.
Hold on a minute. Honey, we give people a code name because we want to keep their real name secret. But now you said that he's Frank from Australia. And now we're going to call him Poor Frank, and that's his code name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
now,
sir.
Yeah, whatever. He didn't say that he had to be kept secret, did he?
Yeah.
And it's only his first name. So Poor Frank, now that we've got you clothed, a little bit like Superman, he took his glasses off and he had a little curl across the front, and nobody recognized him. So.
Yeah, you advise first.
So I think that if you are sending her money, and she's savvy and she also has a job, she would be able to wear nice clothes. The jewelry that she has might be worth nothing, so don't be taken in too much by that. It's the style that you should be looking at. Is she dressing overtly sexy? Which apparently she might well be doing that because you're sitting on the other end there in front of the computer and you're getting horny. So she must be doing something in that way. Now my rule would be that I would not be interested in forming a permanent relationship with someone who was overtly sexual in her dress style, because call me a prude if you like, but I don't want to walk with a woman on my arm who every other guy is looking at her because she's showing what a wonderful cleavage she's got, or the shorts she's wearing go right up the crack of her rear end. I don't want that. I want something to be private to me. As I say, call me a prude. Now, Beth has her own ways of looking at that, and as you will know if you've been following our videos, and if you haven't, why? Beth doesn't dress in overtly sexual clothing, and her style is not that way. So, what do you say?
Yeah, I think you're gonna, at first is you need to look at her Facebook, you know.
Okay.
Look at her Facebook and try to find out, for example, she got friends, right? For example,
She's
she
gonna
got,
have friends.
yeah, for example, she got 200 friends. And if, for example, 150 is foreigner and 50 is Filipino, so that's a quite bit suspicious. You know, and another thing is, every time she posts picture, you know, if she's posting picture which is a quite bit, what do you call that, over sexy, then that's another thing that you need to be considered. But you know about that clothes, you know, there you can buy nice clothes in second hand, you know, we call it here okay, you know. So who knows, she loves to shopping that because she wants to look nice when you when you do some Skype or chatting. And
Right.
then the jewelry you can buy 50 pesos, 100 pesos, that looks like gold, but every time but once in a few days that it's already you wear, and it's already been in your what do you call that, hand? Your
Yeah.
wet-
Anyway, yes,
wet
you can buy jewelry that looks like the real thing and it's not.
yeah, and later on it's gonna be dark, you know. So
Yeah.
so you know, who knows, she wants to be presentable, at the same time she wanted that you will not find another woman, you know. So that's why
Right.
she wants to be presentable in your when you do some calling and chatting.
Yes.
You know, that's another thing. But at the same time, if you think that it's a quite bit suspicious that she wear nice like branded clothes, right? Branded clothes, like you cannot think that it's from second hand clothes. It's another thing, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So before you came, or if you want to come and meet her, then that's a good thing, so that you will find out who really she is. You know, because it's difficult to have a relationship online and then have 1 year, 2 years relationship, but it's just all about lying, right? It's just all about,
You won't know until you.
yeah,
You need to be face to face. I think you need to be face to face.
yeah. That's what.
And that
That's
should
another.
happen as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because by that you will able to find the truth, if she's really real, or she got another man hanging around, or she got
Yeah,
another.
look at her friends.
Yeah,
Look at her friends and have a look at how many are foreigners. Right? So if she's got a thing for foreigners, then there may be other foreigners like you who get horny when they look at her, and they may be sending her $100 a month, and she may be doing very well, which is what perhaps you suspect, because you're saying, where did she get the money? Okay, so you need to get over, but first check out in any way that you can. You can also ask her to go for a document that is issued by the government. Beth will explain this better than I, which tells beyond doubt that she is single. If she's
Yeah.
got 3 children and she is not single, she is separated, you could be in for a ton of pain, and you could be in for an even bigger ton, if there is such a thing as one big ton or a small ton, money. Trying to get that girl free, so that if at some point you want to bring her to Australia, you can do that. That's just stuff to think about.
yeah. So if you're not stating if she's married or not in your message,
Right.
you know. So if she's single, as what if she's tell you that she's single but have 3 children, then let her get a Sinomar, which is, you can get it in the NSO, which is part of the government. and that all will tell you if she's single or not. You know?
And you would be able to do that. You would be able to expect to do that quite reasonably, and say it to her.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to sneak around like a thief in the night trying to get a document. You would say, I would like to go along to, was it the NSO?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to go.
And,
NSO.
and just tell that we want to
Yes.
I want to get married to you, so let's start doing the processing. You know,
or,
and if
or if you want to say, in case we get married, in the event of getting married, then we would need that document, and I would like to see it now.
yeah, and if she got an alibi that I have something to do today, you know, we need to go that. So it's a kind of alarming. You know, so as I said, the most important in the relationship is trust and respect. You know, so if you don't trust from the very beginning of your girlfriend, then that's difficult because the foundation is not already strong enough.
Right.
You know, as I said, as we said, you need to come. You know, even just few days, and then let her know. Let yourself know her, and at the same time, that's the time where you decide whether she's worth it to fight for.
Yeah,
Right?
and you'll have to be ready, and you have to be strong. If this is a girl that you get horny on just by looking at her on Skype, then when you see her in the flesh, then the flesh of yourself will be responding to the flesh of her, and so you're going to have to be strong. One thing that is common to all of the women, irrespective of where they're from, America, Britain, no matter where, and Filipinos are no different. One thing that they all have in common, if they're scammers, is excuses, and they will have a ton of them. And they know from experience, if you're right in your suspicions, however slight, that she may be in touch with other people who are giving her money, if you're correct in that, she knows what to do. She knows how to have you hanging on a string. And she's probably, if you are right, then she's doing it right now. And you have to find, your job is to find out why, or what, or when, or how.
Yeah, and if you found out that she's not real, then don't lose hope. There's still a lot of girls out there.
Yeah, but if you find out that she's not real, don't walk away. Run!
Yeah, and at the same time, as I said, don't come here. You know, come here, or else if you don't have fare to come here, then if you got friend, then let your friend go doing a visiting, you know, on that place to find out if she's real.
Yeah, be careful who you send over there, because he might get horny as well, okay? But the thing is that if you ask her for a document, in fairness, you have to understand that in Philippines it's not quite as easy to get these documents, okay? So it may involve travel, which she may not be able to afford, and she will be true when she says that. So if you have to travel, and if you have to wait a long time, and you have to pay for the document, and then you have to go back again, and you have to get in line again, something that maybe you, as an Aussie, could easily do by just going to a government office and saying, I want this, you can probably go back and get it within a week. And it may be difficult for her to do that in a week. So,
Yeah,
to decide.
that sinomar that is needed, which is one of the requirements also for a marriage here in the Philippines. She can get that in the municipal office, you know, unpaid, and wait for another, I think 15 or 20 days, and then get that document.
So
it's around
maybe,
300 or 400, 500 pesos.
Maybe your demand for that document can be met, say, within a month.
Yeah, and just to make it clear that there are Filipina that really look dress well, nice, well, sexy, you know. But as I said, we didn't generalize that, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good Filipina that just want to make themselves presentable in front of other people.
If they're single, well, that's their choice,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well, the thing is, if you're seeking to find someone that you're going to live with for life, then you should at least find someone who is on the same path as you. Now, if you're that doesn't mean that if you're a Catholic you have to find a Catholic, or if you're a Buddhist she has to be a Buddhist. It doesn't mean that. But you should at least find someone who is seeking a way to be honest, truthful, loyal. Those qualities should be there, and she should demonstrate those qualities when you talk to her. What's that old saying of, if you want to know what someone's like, have a look at how they treat the waiter or the waitress. And what you see in terms of bad behaviour to someone else, give it time, you'll be on the end of it as well. So that applies for bad behaviour and for good.
Yeah, and lastly is if you found out that she's real, and your concern is how she dressed up, then tell her that I like what you wear, I like what you wear. You look so beautiful, you look so sexy. But as a husband or as a boyfriend, I want you to be mine. That I don't want any other guy to looking at you like you're not, you didn't have dress. Like
There's
you're
a
naked.
limit. There's a limit to how much you should expect on that.
Yeah. So.
But if she's really overtly sexy, then you have to look at whether you can live with that, because you don't want to change someone who will only change while things are going good. Because if things start to come under a challenge, and she's used to showing her boobs halfway, believe me, she'll start doing it again, and then the going will get very
Yeah,
tough.
but if the lady is in love with you, then she will accept the change. So it's
Only
just a
if she-
matter of communication.
If she agrees under protest, and then later there comes a point at which you really are struggling, and you have to talk things out, she may, as a weapon, go back to looking how she used to do.
Or else you just accept the fact that your girlfriend is so sexy, and just be
Sure.
proud of it, right?
If you can find that in yourself to do that, then that's it. A lot of guys like that. They
Yeah.
like the woman to be overtly sexual, and they like other guys looking at their girl.
Yeah, and be proud. Be proud
That's
that
right.
be proud that your girlfriend is
Right.
beautiful, sexy.
Yeah.
And just put on your mind that that's
Yeah.
yours. It's not them.
That's right.
They're only looking at it, but you can take it.
And if she's walking around topless, you're going to have to come to terms with it.
Yes, again, as I said, it's our personal opinion, nothing to be serious. So I hope, Frank,
Well, it is to be
you
serious, but it's just our opinion.
Yeah, so I hope, Frank, you get even a little on our simple advice.
Honey, it's not Frankie. It's poor Frank.
Yeah, so
Forget
please,
that. As Perry Mason used to say, the jury will ignore what I just said.
Yeah, so please like,
ignore
comment,
that you heard Frank. It's
and
poor
subscribe.
Frank.
Thank you and God bless.